Today we're going to talk about the trophy position. And most of you have probably heard that term, so it should be pretty self-explanatory what it actually is, because it's obviously according to the trophy. Now obviously the trophy position came before the trophy, but why is it called a trophy position? Because that is the moment that everybody stops their motion before they start accelerating towards the ball. There are two main important things that we have to take care of in order to get a good trophy position. The first thing that has to happen is that when we get into the trophy position, our upper arm has to be in line with our shoulders. So we cannot get in trophy position like this, for example, or like this. Our arm needs to be in line here. That is extremely important. The second most important thing is that the angle in our elbow here does not get bigger than 90 degrees. So a trophy position in which this is in line, but this angle is bigger, is not a good and useful trophy position, because we need to make sure that from the trophy position we can drop our racket behind our head, behind our back, and that can only happen properly if our angle is less than 90 degrees here. Okay? So those two things have to happen on every single serve whenever you're trying to get into the trophy position. Now obviously there's a bit more to it if you're trying to get an even better serve. So if we're trying to get into the serving domain of pros, we have to take a look at what else applies to the trophy position. And if we're taking a look at the trophy itself, we see that it's not just a trophy position like this, but our shoulders and our body is bent a little bit, right? So we're trying to get our hips to bend across the line as much as possible without us losing balance, and we're trying to make sure that our right shoulder gets down further. This will help us to then make sure that we store up energy in our body that we can use during our serving motion and during our upper body rotation to hit the ball harder. So the better you want to be as a server, the better these two things have to be. You have to push your hips across the line inside the court, and you have to get your right shoulder to go back and down. Now if you do that very well, you will feel a twist in your body, and that's your sign that you stored up enough energy so that when you start your motion, you can explode towards the ball and really create a lot of power. But keep in mind, this is only an addition to the two most important things for the trophy position to get even more out of your serve. So if you're trying to practice a trophy position, firstly, think about having this in line. Secondly, think about having this angle smaller than 90 degrees. And then you can think about other things such as bending your body more across the line and making sure that you store up more energy for a harder serve. Now let me give you an example of how the trophy position could look. Now keep in mind that depending on your body's proportions and depending on your flexibility, the trophy position will look different for every person that tries it, no matter if you're trying to do the same thing as somebody else. And that's no problem as long as you follow our easy to use suggestions here and you make sure again that the angle in your elbow is correct and that your upper arm is in line with your shoulders.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.